Well, hello and welcome to just after Christmas Kuma's Kitchen. So today, as you're seeing this, here in Japan, it is Boxing Day. Well, it's actually not Boxing Day in Japan. They don't know what it is. But being from Canada, I've lived many years there, we had Boxing Day. And the thing was always that you had all that leftover turkey from Christmas Day, right? And especially the breast meat. I don't know about you, but I always found the breast meat a little dry. Or as we say in Japanese, pasa pasa. I love that word, pasa pasa. Yeah. So breast meat or whatever is left over, the great thing is, what do you do with it? You could eat it as it is, or we make sandwiches with it, is great. But also, especially if you got that pasa pasa breast meat, well, let's cream it up. So what we've got here today is creamed leftover turkey, something I've been making for years and years. Like when I was living in Canada, there was always that leftover turkey. I always made this, and I've just served this up over rice. So let's have a little bit here. That and some rice underneath. Oh. That'll hit the spot. So there's leftover turkey, of course. There's a creamy sauce with Parmesan cheese in it. Gotta have that. And then some mushrooms and red bell peppers. The red bell peppers just add that festive Christmas color. And also that little bit of crunch from the red bell peppers. So perfect. All right, so let's go in the kitchen and make this right now. All right, so here's the ingredients for our creamed leftover turkey. In fact, looking at now with the Parmesan cheese, maybe it should be creamed and cheesy leftover turkey. Yeah, cheesy. Okay. Anyways, let's just leave it at creamed leftover turkey. What we want for those ingredients, well, across the front here, I've got 3 tablespoons of butter and 3 tablespoons of flour. Then I've got 5 cloves of garlic, which are thinly sliced, half a teaspoon of salt. Over here, the Parmesan cheese. That's 2 ounces or 55 grams of Parmesan cheese, finely grated. Then the mushrooms. Well, most of these mushrooms, that's a bit thin, but most of these mushrooms are cut about a little over a quarter inch, so about 6-7 millimeters. And there are 15 mushrooms, or about 15 mushrooms in there. You could go 13, 14, 15, 16. Cut them good and thick like that. Over here, 2 red bell peppers. Add a little color to our dish. And chopped. Then across the back here, the leftover turkey. All right, so there's 2 cups. You can go about 2 to 3 cups. It's really not something that has to be perfect, okay? It just depends how much you've got on hand. I have 2 cups here, and you're thinking to yourself, Kevin, you live in Japan. Do you get turkey? Well, the only time I've had turkey here is turkey legs at Universal Studios Japan, because no, we don't get turkey. You can get sometimes for just they call salad. It's already cooked and ready for use on a salad. So there's chicken, but chicken, turkey, hey, let's not split the difference there. That's about the same. Okay, turkey's bigger and so it's a bit tougher. All right, so I've got just a little over 2 cups there. You could go with 3 cups, somewhere around there. Then the liquids. Well, we've got here is a half a cup of white wine, 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream. That's at 35% or so. And then I've got 1.5 cups of chicken stock. First thing we're gonna do, gonna bring that pan or fry pan up to medium heat. And then in goes the butter. So, as soon as that butter is melted, let's start adding some other ingredients there. So, first, you can always speed it up, just move it around a lot. Get it melting. Let's go, let's go. All right, butter's melted. So, in goes the mushrooms. In goes the red bell peppers. In goes the garlic and the salt. Yeah, just mix that around a little bit. Just gotta get you out of the way before I end up knocking that over. Now what I do is I just want to cook this a little bit. I just want to soften everything up a bit. So not too long, about 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes. Medium heat, stirring occasionally, mix around like that, get that salt spread around. I'll see you back here in about 5-6 minutes. All right, so these are all a little softened nicely. That's perfect. All right, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna add the flour, just sprinkle that around over here, and just about a minute. Not much more than that, really. Just more about a minute of stirring this around and just cooking the rawness out of the flour. Just get it all coated too. So it's getting coated with the butter, the juices from the mushrooms and the red bell peppers. And then it's just going to cook a little bit. So it's going to cook onto the bottom, and that's fine because we're going to deglaze it. All right, that's looking good. I'm going to call that a minute. Anybody timing it? It's probably a little under a minute, but it's all looking good. So away we go. What we do now is deglaze it with the white wine. You hear that? Oh, listen to that wonderful sound. And then more. Yes. Just stir it around. Any place where there's anything stuck to the bottom, just scrape it off. That's all flavor that you do not want to miss. Okay, starting to thicken up ready. So next, the chicken stock. All right, then to the chicken stock, I'm going to add the turkey or chicken. Let's say the turkey, and away it goes. All right, I want to cook that just about 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do is really heating up the turkey, thickening the sauce just a little bit. So about 5 minutes. See you back here then. All right, that's been bubbling away nicely, and as you can see, it's thickened up a little bit. That's perfect, just like that. Because we're still going to add in the cream and the Parmesan cheese. All right, so there we go. Let's add in that cream. Ooh, and that looked nice. Stir that in a bit. And then Parmesan cheese. Get all that out of there. And then just stir that in. Get it down in there. Get it out throughout the dish. Just kind of pull in from the outside here where there's no cheese, so it all gets mixed together. Oh, look at that creamy goodness already. All right, I'm going to cook this for about another 4 or 5 minutes. So it's going to melt all the Parmesan cheese, going to heat up the cream. It's going to give it just a little bit more thickening. We don't want it too thick because we're going to pour it over rice, or you put it over pasta, or like I said, mashed potatoes, anything like that. I'm putting this over a bed of rice, so I don't want it too thick. Just a little bit. All right, see you back here in about 4 or 5 minutes. All right, look at that. Bubbling away nicely. It's smelling great in here. And just go around and make a little bit get stuck to the bottom sometimes, get a little push around. But look at that. Beautiful sauce. Oh, that is great. And it's going to have that delicious taste in there, a little bit of white wine and the Parmesan cheese. So what I do now, I've got, like I say, you can have this on pasta, you can have this on mashed potatoes, on rice. I've got rice. You're probably thinking, Kevin, why have you put it in a baking powder? You can throw it in the oven? No, I don't have 2 plates here, and I got to carry this home to our house, which is across the railway tracks. And well, this is going to be a lot easier. So I put the rice in here, and I'm going to serve this over top, and Rebecca and I will just share this. Aha! 1 dish, not 2. Less cleanup. All right, so what I'm going to do now, well, is first of all, turn that heat off, and I'm going to pour, let's make sure, a little more stir here. I'm going to pour this over the rice. Oh, yes. I'm going to scrape off any of that sauce left in there. Make sure we get it all in here. It's going to soak up in the rice or pasta or sit in your mashed potatoes. A little well in there. Oh, yes. And just spread it around a little bit. Oh, that is looking so great. Can't wait for dinner. And there we go. That is it. You got your creamed leftover turkey. And really, what did it take? 15, 20 minutes? Perfect. So nice, because, you know, after you've been making Christmas dinner that next day, you really don't want to put a lot of effort in, do you? It's kind of like, come on, I just want to do something easy. And this is pretty easy. All right, there we go. Ready for dinner tonight, or for Boxing Day dinner, or after Christmas dinner, and you know that. Actually, after Thanksgiving too, really. All right. If you like this dish, stick around. There's a whole lot more original Kevin Riley Kuma's Kitchen recipes here on the YouTube channel. And cruise around, see what you like, see what you want to make. Also, make sure that you subscribe if this is your first time here or you haven't done so yet, and make sure you click that notification bell, because that makes sure that you're going to see whenever a new recipe comes out, which is every week. All right, now go make this, make after Christmas easy, and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.